dorm that I would live in was down there through those turnstiles. Now doing the trip down memory lane. So to my side here is the university that I studied in for like 2 months when I was here. It's the British University. It's really nice. My predominant memories of it is it was incredibly hot. It was like 40 degrees every day when I was there. And this is also while I was a cheap student. So I remember just refusing to pay for air conditioning because it was too expensive. It's just like melting all the time. And now cycling on up to the waterfall I was just to go to. Actually, on the banks of this river, I found out that Boris Johnson was the Prime Minister of the UK.
Oh, that's been disappointing for you.
Because it was the day of the Conservative leadership election, and I'd gone out hiking for like hours and hours and hours, and I came back and I saw this guy fishing in this water, and I said to him, he was like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I was like, "Oh, England." And he was like, "Ah, I hear England has a Trump now too."
It's scary, Johnson could actually be American president because he's born in America.
Yeah, still time. Just had a very sweet conversation with those two guys who are by the waterfall. Basically, they were saying that there was an earthquake here and a couple of typhoons in the last few years. And because of that, loads of rocks have came down and made it so that there's no swimming points in the river anymore. And as such, them and their friends have basically created this like artificial pool by putting like a wall of stones up so you can still do swimming, which is very, very cool. Very nice. I told them, I respected them a lot, and it was really amazing they'd done it because it's great. So this wall here, created by these guys and his mate, they have this swimming spot. Isn't that lovely? Didn't know what to expect. And I think it's always the worry that these things are kind of golden memories, but then in reality it's just fine. Whereas this is amazing. Look at all of this. Look at the mountains, the clouds, the forest. And this is in the summer. This is in the winter even without much water. In the summer you could properly swim. But still, this is great, not least because of those guys. Oh, fab. And this last bit is the bit I always used to come to many times a week. This is all waterfall. This is all looks so different because used to be loads and loads of big rocks like this. They're all completely gone, just with the earthquakes and the like. Now there's just like one little remaining artificial pool here. See how it's man-made, so these bits are around. So, one last swim in here. Now it's time to think about food. That bit of movement there is the first monkeys I've ever seen around here too. Pretty fun. Now time to cycle off. So we're on this lovely bike lane going down the river, and it was subsidised by the Sports Administration, Ministry of Education, two-way bike lanes to facilitate a scamless travel experience. Don't know what they were going for there, but I can confirm I don't feel scammed. There are all these absolutely amazing structures that people have built out of driftwood. Look at that, it's all so cool. What a fun thing to do. Oh, perfect. Stumbled upon this place with no planning, and it looks amazing. Now at this old distillery, which is a art park thing, which is fun and nice. I remember sitting here and having some food a very long time ago. Just attended this empty bar. Bye bye, see you man. Just attended this empty bar. I asked them if in 3 hours' time they'd be okay putting the Olympics on, because it's the final of the ice hockey. Canada versus USA for a gold. Good. Worth the rain? Maybe. Definitely good though. I'm also given into temptation. See ya. Delicious. Perfect pre-sports bar meal. Alas, they didn't serve beer, so I've got a red tea instead. We're now in this basically empty /karaoke bar from earlier. We've got the ice hockey on. There was a couple who were singing some amazing songs for about an hour, but now it's obviously I joined in to do one Beatles song. And now we're here to watch the sport. I think this final stretch of the bike ride before we drop off our bikes at the store. I think this is what I kind of thought it was going to be like the whole way. Our final stretch of the bike ride before we drop them off at the Giant store. And we've managed to stumble across the city's most serene routes. They're gorgeous. Dad has asked me to pick up a celebratory sweet treat for us to have in 7-Eleven. The only thing I could find is raisin bread with milky filling. Well, now this is going to go down. I have fetched you, us, the only sweet treat the 7-Eleven could offer, which is a raisin and milky egg toasty.
Wonderful.
Delicious.
I can imagine nothing you would like less.
Well, Dad, as cycling is drawing to an end, how'd you find it?
Really good. Thoroughly enjoyed the day. Wasn't so keen at first when we were going through the tunnels, but once we've done that, it was good. And you've managed to conspire to get somewhere that's 90% downhill, which is definitely a win.
Yeah. I think I've definitely enjoyed like bike packing generally.
It helps when you're staying in a nice hotel.
Yeah, definitely. But I think the advantage of it is it's like quite easy, quite fun. I think it's just very relaxing, basically. Yeah. In fact, so much that our 2 days in this city, we've ended up bringing the bike. Like, we've ended up cycling out both days, basically.
Yeah. All good.
Whereas I feel like if we'd like hated the whole cycling lark, as soon as we arrived here, we could have just stopped if we'd so desired.
Eating $1,000 worth of seafood helped as well.
Yeah, it's the advantage of cycling down the coast, of course. But yeah, I think I thoroughly enjoyed this. I think it's been a very good relax.
Relax?
Well, maybe perhaps not relax physically. I think relax in the sense of methodical.
This worked out really well, very happy with it.